Well, I've often wondered many times about this President Obama, his support for the overthrow of these foreign regimes. He is the number one biggest supporter of rebels going in and booting out their leaders. Barack Obama is. And I've often wondered, he's a supporter of these Al-Qaeda and Hezbollah and all these people. He's the biggest supporter of these guys, these terrorists essentially, going in and kicking out Bashar Assad, the leader of Syria. Now, are we fans of Assad? No, we're not. Do we agree with the way he runs his country? No, we don't. But at the end of the day, what's going to be in there? Something much worse, I think. We've done some investigation into that, and there are some mean people looking to take over Syria. And yet Barack Obama, he is in full favor of what these terrorists are doing to their own leaders, to their own country. I mean, let's face it, Assad, he's just trying to defend himself, right? And I've often wondered to myself, I've often wondered out loud, I've often wondered, how would Barack Obama react if there was an attempt to remove him from office? If American citizens rose up in a relatively peaceful manner and attempted to overthrow the Barack Obama cabinet, him and his cronies, get them out of office. If there was an attempt to do that, how would Barack Obama react? Well, it looks like we may get our chance to see how Barack Obama will react very soon here, because we have a very special guest on the show, and I need to, before we bring him on, I'm so honored to have this guy on our show, I can't even tell you. He is saying the same things we've been saying for months here, that something needs to happen. Writers on our staff have been writing to this issue. Now, finally, someone with some credibility is standing up and saying it's time to take action against Barack Obama and his cronies who are destroying the United States of America. And I mean, let's face it, the whole world is in an economic collapse situation right now because Barack Obama is president of the world's number one superpower and the world's number one economy. But before we bring him on, I want to talk to you guys about who this gentleman is. We're talking about Harry G. Riley, Colonel U.S. Army. He retired on the 30th of September. That's an awesome day. That's the day I was born, in case you guys want to send me a birthday present. But he retired in 92, not the year I was born. And his total years of federal service, 34 years plus. So almost 34 and a half years in federal service. All right? His military unit, HHC 704th Military Intelligence Brigade, George G. Meade, Maryland. He graduated from Capon Bridge High School, I hope I'm saying that right, the Capon Bridge, West Virginia, and he received his BA in political science with a minor in education, teaching certification from Park College, Parkville, Missouri, and continued, so he continued graduate work with the University of Oklahoma in international relations. Now, here is his military service. This is very impressive, folks. Just bear with me here. He's a graduate of the Department of Defense Junior Officer Cryptologic Career Program and the Army Command and General Staff College. Colonel Riley was commissioned a second lieutenant military intelligence in 1966 through Infantry Officer Candidate School at Fort Benning, Georgia. Prior to commissioning, he served 8 years as an enlisted soldier in various military intelligence assignments, entering OCS as a non-commissioned officer. He was promoted to colonel on May 1st, 1989. His assignments include Executive Officer and Commander, Signals Research Unit 2, Zweibrücken, Germany. Corps Military Intelligence Detachment Advisor and Combat Assistance Team Commander, supporting Army of Vietnam 1st Battalion, 47th Infantry Regiment, Vietnam. Staff Officer and Commander, 2nd Operations Battalion, U.S. Army Field Station, Augsburg, Germany. Staff Officer for the Assistant Chief of Staff Intelligence and Management Directorate, Office of the Chief of Staff, Army Pentagon from 1979 to 1984, Division Chief, National Security Agency, Boy, that sounds familiar, right? Fort Meade, Maryland, 1984 to 86. Commander, 712th Military Intelligence Battalion, Augsburg, Germany, 86 to 88. Division Chief, National Security Agency again, Fort Meade, Maryland, 88 to 91. Deputy Officer, Chief National Security Agency, Fort Meade, till 92. Colonel Riley also served additional tours in Germany, Vietnam, and Thailand as an enlisted soldier. Now here's the list of awards that this guy has received, and this is why, apart from everything I just said, this is the reason I am most honored to have Colonel Riley on the show today, because he's a hero. This man is a hero, a bona fide hero, and his country has rewarded him as a hero. A country that is being driven down the toilet by the Obama regime awarded this guy a series of medals. And let me see if I can get through these here. He is the recipient of the Silver Star, Bronze Star, Defense Meritorious Service Medal, 3 awards, Meritorious Service Medals, Air Medal, Joint Service Commendation Medal, Army Commendation Medal, Army Achievement Medal, Meritorious Unit Award, Air Force Outstanding Unit Award, Army Good Conduct Medal, that's 2 awards, National Defense Service Medal, 2 awards, Vietnam Service Medal, 5 campaigns, Army Service Ribbon, Overseas Service Ribbon, the Army Staff Identification Badge, Parachute Badge, Combat Infantry Badge, and Republic of Vietnam Awards, to include the Cross or Gallantry with Silver Star. I mean, this guy is a hero, folks, and we have been able to reach Colonel Riley for today's show. I'm hoping you're still there, Colonel. Are you still with us?
I'm here, Mike.
All right. Hey, I know that probably may have been tough for you to hear, because people